Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
Live from Rio Hondo College in Whittier, California, it is time for some NISA soccer playoff action. Tonight we have the home team, Los Angeles Force, against the visitors, Flower City Union. Art Iftikhari along with Dennis Pope, proud to be bringing you tonight's play-by-play live on FIFA Plus via TVE Max. Now, Dennis, I know you're ready for some NISA playoff action. We know LA Force, being the home team, they have pressure on them. They are favored to win. When we think about Flower City Union, their results, their final standing in the table for the season. Yes, more losses than wins, but they're a scrappy bunch, and they also have Alioune Diakate. He can make things happen. This will be a very entertaining match, but the LA Force has got to be on top of their game, start to finish.
Yeah, I think we've been a big fan of Ali Diakate for a while now in this league. He finished fourth this season in goals with 7 in 17 games, so he is a threat no matter what, and they're going to look to try and get him involved early and often. I think a lot of it kind of funnels to him as the tip of the spear in their attack, and so yes, he will get involved at some point, and he will cause danger for Brandon Gomez. So yeah, I think we're going to see a couple goals tonight, I think.
All right, first the singing of our national anthem.
Please welcome back Katrina Pisak for the singing of
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Rendition of our national anthem by Katrina Pisak. We are ready for the start of this match between the LA Force and Flower City Union. When talking about the most recent results, LA Force feeling confident, a 3-0 win last week over Gold Star FC Detroit. Not too many changes from the starting lineup, but Ronaldo Lamelli remains in the starting lineup playing at the right back position.
He performed there last week, opening assist in the 25th second of the match. One of the fastest goals in NISA history. He had the assist onto Francis Avos. And I think the return of Ivan Hernandez, right, to the defensive unit means a lot. Right? He scored a couple of goals for this team this season, has been a great partner alongside Dex, and it gives them the amount of depth that they need on the bench, right? Bringing back, Ivan to the lineup just makes the defense a lot better for LA Force.
No change with the lineup in regards to the players who are able to score. Let's call them the playmakers, and those players are Jose Sosa, Moja Hale, Aldo Quintanilla, and Francis Avose. Clearly, Matt Morse likes what he sees from them, and we know that phrase: "If it ain't broke, don't fix it." He's going to continue with that. Now, on the flip side, talking about Flower City Union, they're coming off a 2-0 loss to FC Chattanooga. I don't think that result is really something they're thinking about. They're in the playoffs. You got to have a short-term memory from your most recent result, even if it was a loss.
Yeah, I think Jordan Sullivan has gotten to this point this season by relying on Luke Ferreira. Finished 5th in goals, 11th in goals, 5th in assists this season in NISA. Turned into a real playmaker alongside Diakate. And stout in midfield. Stephen Elias plays that defensive midfield role. He can also play on the wing. And Matt Boldock, right, has really performed well this season for Flower City.
And of course, got to bring up Alioune Diakate again. had 12 goals with Albion last season, the 2022 NISA season. 7 goals this season. He's always a danger. You know, if you give, he could be. He's one of those players where he could be having a rough go. He could be having a tough game, but he could make it all. He could make it all up with just, you know, getting some space, finding the back of the net. Simple as that.
And he has the pace to beat just about anybody in this league. He and Francis Avos finished tied for 4th in the league on 7 goals this season. So the 2 of the top goal scorers in this league going at it right now. Also, Edwin Rivas on LA Force side, another fantastic season for them. Finished 3rd in assists, 6 assists in 19 games. Just a real solid performer and played a ton of matches this season.
And when talking about the playoffs, you know, we cannot, you know, just forget about the game that took place the day before. Albion and Savannah Clovers down in San Diego, 0-0 at 90 minutes, 0-0 after extra time, and then an epic penalty shootout. Albion coming away with an 8-7 victory on penalties. You know, I didn't get to watch that, unfortunately, but I'm sure whoever was watching it, they're probably thinking for a moment, you know, are the goalkeepers going to have to take a kick? But aside from that, definitely a huge matchup here. It's playoffs. Of course, you got to be focused. You don't want to have those feelings too much of, oh my God, this is playoffs, and you start getting the jitters. And I think that, you know, Aldo Quintanilla, I caught up with him before this match, and he shared that the entire team felt normal. They're concentrated. They're ready, and that's the best. That's the best attitude you got to have.
Yeah, and LA Force, they beat this team here at this facility just a couple 6 weeks ago or so.
Now we are underway from Rio Hondo College in Whittier, California. This is NISA playoff action. The winner of this match will advance to the semifinals. Of course, there is reseeding in the semifinals, so depending on who wins, you know, this will have a huge effect on who will play who, pretty much.
Yeah, Michigan Stars and Chattanooga FC await the results.
Ivan Hernandez, one of the center backs tonight, with Dex Kynan. Jose Sosa attempting a cheeky play, attempting a dummy move. Ronaldo Lamelli, he was busy last week at the right back position. He's got to do the same thing tonight, especially if he wants to help LA Force be successful in this huge playoff matchup. Now it's Jose Sosa trying to find some room. Matt Bolduc got a hold of it for a moment. Flower City Union ready to send this one away. That was Angelo Calfo, who had it for a moment, sending it up the pitch. Playing as one of the center backs tonight. Not much coming from that move. Ivan Hernandez that time had Jose Sosa. Not the best first touch from Sosa. Now Josue Cartagena with a nice move. He's got Luke Ferreira. Will he want to take a shot from outside? Plays it instead to Bolduc. Bolduc now plays it near the corner line. The cross in front. Already a goal just like that. Aliun Jekate, unmarked. He has put Flower City Union in front in only the 2nd minute. Unbelievable.
Some really great passing there in the attacking third from Flower City. A couple of balls played through. One ball played through a defender's legs there. And then the final cross. Pinpoint perfect. Diacate with the finish, and a lead now for Flower City.
And we have no choice but to say it, but we saw some of these LA Force defenders asleep on that ball, on that cross. You know, everything, you know, it was just a few touches, and that's all it took. A perfect start for Flower City Union.
Can't get caught ball watching if you're LA Force. They scored an early goal last week. They gave up an early goal this week.
And that cross, you know, the assist to Steven Elias, another player you just mentioned earlier. Excellent ball right through the goal area, right through the 5-yard box.
Yeah, where was the communication there, especially from Brandon Gomez? He's got to be directing his left back and his left center back into better positions.
Flower City Union goal scored.
So lots of time left to play, that's for sure. But what's most important for LA Force is that they cannot be rattled by what just took place. They know they have what it takes to win, and maybe they're already on the move right now. Is that Avose? A little bit of traffic in the penalty area, but he's actually whistled for the foul. He did not agree with it. You could hear him saying it was all ball.
There was a Flower City player on the ground that got kicked. It's coming the other way.
And the wingbacks tonight will definitely be very busy going up and down the pitch. Stephen Elias on the right side, Noah Kavanaugh on the left side. Clearly, head coach Jordan Sullivan has got to be thrilled with this start. Could not have asked for a better start. Already up 1-0. Moja Hale with the ball, looking for Ronaldo Lamelli. That time was Mumbi Kwesele, one of the center backs on the slide tackle. Lamelli taking the throw in very quickly, but the referee blows the whistle, instructing him to back up a few steps. Lamelli looking for an option. He does go to Francis Avose. Avose with Kwesele on him. They've obviously done their homework. They are going to surround Avose. They're going to surround him with, as many players as possible if needed. Of course, you don't want to overdo it. Now it's Aldo Quintanilla, always dangerous. The cross. This could be an opportunity. Knocked away. Not out just yet. Finally cleared.
Good ball in. Just no finish yet for the LA Force.
Another throw in for Ronaldo Lamelli. In case you're just joining us, you are seeing that correctly. You are seeing the score correctly on your screen. Flower City Union with a 1-0 lead. Goal scored in the 2nd minute by Alayun Jekate. Definitely not the start that the LA Force was envisioning, but of course, you just got to move past it. You have no choice but to have short-term memory in a game like this.
Got to be a goldfish right now if you're LA Force.
Justin Jovel's pass for Moja Hale. That one going out of bounds over the touchline. Jekate had a little bit of trouble with his first touch. Lamelli playing it back to the captain, Dekel Kainen. Now Ivan Hernandez. So it's Kainen and Hernandez as the two center backs. The wing backs, of course, Edwin Rivas and Ronaldo Lamelli. Doing the dirty work as the defensive midfielders, Justin Jovel and Alex Juarez. A long ball, flick header, actually does find its way to Kavanaugh. Still Kavanaugh. Can he turn the corner? He does get the cross in front, and it is headed in, and it is 2-0. Alayun Jekate once again, this time in the 6th minute.
It's the Ali D show. What can we say? 2 goals in less than 6 minutes. And a great ball floated in from Kavanaugh. I mean, just perfect again to the back post. Diakate just waiting for it. Right there. Easy peasy.
And afterwards, the reaction of Dex Kainen really says it all. But now we have no choice but to say that this is a disastrous start for the LA Force. They're down 2-0. I know earlier I said there's a whole lot of soccer left to be played. But now, what do you say now when you're down 2-0 after only 6 minutes?
Intensity's got to pick up for LA Force. There was no pressure on Kavanaugh. He was able to dribble freely into the 18 and play that cross. You can't allow a left back to attack you that way. I mean, there's so many things that were wrong on that play for LA Force.
And I think right now yes, of course, the score is obviously a big concern. But personally, I think what's more concerning is that you're seeing the body language from some of the LA Force players, and it's not good. And that's a really bad sign. That's got to change. You got to settle down. You've got to relax. Take it 1 minute at a time. You're not going to get 2 goals, in 2 minutes. Now Avose able to find Moja Hale. Might have been too much for him. Unable to get a shot on goal. It will be a goal kick for Flower City Union.
He did get a take there at the end. Just not very sharp with it yet. You have to continue to pressure the ball now if you're LA Force. You're chasing the game at this point. You can't wait for it to come for you any longer. It's not a 1-goal differential any longer. You have to find a way to get back to that 1-goal differential to where a single play can make a difference.
Off the goal kick was a flick header. Now Juarez to Moja Hale. Was looking for Francis Avose. Josue Cartagena plays it back to his keeper, Michael Mejia, a player who's actually the first time we're mentioning him tonight. His long clearance. And let's see, that ball did actually end up almost going into the net, but there was a foul behind the play. It will be a free kick for Flower City Union. And we are, it's no contest when talking about who has more intensity and who is playing like they want it more, and that is Flower City Union.
They definitely brought it to Rio Hondo tonight. LA Forest been caught on their heels twice.
The two center backs tonight for Flower City Union, Kyle Nelson and Mumbi Kwesele. Of course, two other players we haven't really mentioned too much as well, and that's not surprising, especially when you're up 2-0 early. And of course, it's your main striker, Jacate, with a brace already. You know it's because it's your midfielders and it's your striker taking care of business. Let's see, will this ball be floated into no man's land? A bounce in front that was dangerous, but there was a collision.
Referee's immediately calling for a head check. It was a collision of heads.
From here, hard to see who exactly it was. Let's look at the replay. It looks like Ivan Hernandez.
Yeah, right into the forehead of Hernandez.
So from here, I want to say it perhaps might have been not Angelo Calfo, but definitely Ivan Hernandez.
Brandon Gomez over here talking to his defenders.
And that second goal on the cross floated over the head of Dex Kynan. Had he been able just to, perhaps judge that cross a little better, would have been able to head that one away.
Kavanaugh just dribbles freely. And they got two players in the box there, Flower City does. He had his choice. We've not seen LA Force play this poorly defensively early in a game yet, till tonight.
And it was actually Kyle Nelson who did collide with Ivan Hernandez.
Both are back into play. That's a good sign.
Definitely a good sign, absolutely. Jose Sosa trying to get the positioning on Josue Cartagena, but early on, it's Cartagena looking very good and looking very confident as one of the defensive midfielders for this Flower City Union team. Juarez brings it down to Lamelli. That time looking for Vose, but hold on, the flag comes up for offside. You played a little more than 10 minutes. Yes, you are seeing that screen correctly if you're just tuning in. Flower City Union with a 2-0 lead over LA Force. Both goals scored by Aliun Jacate in the second and in the 6th minute. LA Force with a huge mountain to climb. They know they're capable of winning this match. But of course, got to take things one step at a time. Got to find that first goal to get back your confidence.
Yeah, a lot to be said about a 2-goal lead. I've played in a lot of matches and seen a lot of matches where, the final score is vastly different than the first 2 goals would indicate. So there's a lot of match to be played still. We got 80 minutes plus still in store. But LA Force, they need to get it together, man.
Ivan Hernandez playing the long ball to Avose. Not sure if that's going to be the strategy early on, but now Avose whistle for a foul, and he does not agree with the linesman.
Nelson willing to take that flop. Just feels the pressure in the back. Earns the foul.
And of course, no surprise, very quiet here. LA Force down 2-0, but one place where it is not quiet at all has got to be the Strange Bird Brewery on Marshall Street in Rochester, New York, where the diehard supporters of Flower City Union have got together to watch this match to support their local team. And yes, obviously they are feeling very upbeat with seeing their team up 2-0. Now Bolduc able to take advantage of a little bit of that mix-up. Now it's Luke Ferreira finding Cartagena. Will he take a shot? That ball looking for Matt Bolduc just went a little too far. Goes out of bounds. Will be a goal kick for the LA Force.
Shout out to the Strange Bird. The folks over there watching the match, appreciate you.
I believe those City Union supporters are known as Local 585. So yes, they are definitely enjoying the call, enjoying this match so far. Not sure if they're enjoying the call, but they're definitely enjoying what they're seeing, that's for sure. But lots of time, lots of soccer left to be played.
Enjoy a beverage for us.
The goal kick. Avose was not able to win that battle in the air. And we are seeing these Flower City Union players just being very aggressive, getting to those 50-50 balls. Jose Sosa. Now Juarez getting in on the action, but just sends that one out of bounds for a goal kick for Flower City. And I think what we're seeing right now with LA Force is that we're not seeing a lot of good link-up play. I think if they're just going to be going straight to the long ball, I think this is, playing right into the right into the plan of Flower City Union, if that's going to be their strategy.
We've also seen Queselli be a little over-aggressive a time or two in defense for Flower City. Maybe something to take advantage of if you're LA Force. He's looking to get into it very much so. He was high-fiving after that last slide tackle, so he's feeling it.
Luke Ferreira plays it back to Mumbi Quesele. Now it's Cartagena to Noah Kavanaugh. Still Kavanaugh. He's got Jacate. Jacate elects to switch the field. He knows where Steven Elias is. That's exactly who it goes to. Now the pass to Bolduc, attempting to cross it. Nice work from Dex Kynan to force a corner kick. First one of the night. And it does go to Flower City Union.
When Kavanaugh brings the ball forward, LA Force gets all out of shape trying to cover and decide who's going to take the ball and who's going to take the runner. There's 3 LA Force defenders on 2 Flower City Union players over on this side. They switched the ball to where there was nobody on the other side. Just not a great ball.
So a corner kick for Flower City Union. A crucial corner kick. LA Force has got to be very alert. The Force has not been strong at all by any means tonight. And I think it's safe to say that Aliun Jacate is definitely in the mood to buy himself some flowers after getting a brace, by getting a brace in only 6 minutes.
Got a lot to work with there linguistically, Art. Not sure I can respond.
Well, clearly you've not listened to too much music from Miley Cyrus. We'll just leave it at that. I mean, neither have I. That's just what I've heard people talk about. The flag did come up for offside. Probably a sigh of relief for these LA Force fans in attendance. We have a good crowd on hand, but they want something to cheer about.
Flower City's brought the wrecking ball.
I'm not really making the connection there. Edwin Rivas to Aldo Quintanilla. And if LA Force is going to have any chance at winning tonight, we've got to hear that name. Aldo Quintanilla called on many occasions.
He had a great game last week. Needs to perform, continue to be consistent, and earn that spot.
And right now, pretty much this whole game so far, it's Flower City Union that's been winning the battles in the middle third of the pitch. I mean, it's hard to, at this point, it's very difficult to critique, it's very difficult to talk about or ask those questions. What is Flower City Union, doing wrong, or what can they improve? I mean, they're up 2-0. They're feeling good about their chances. Aldo Quintanilla had it for a moment. Now that pass intercepted by Alex Juarez. Plays it back to Dex Kynan. Now Ivan Hernandez. If there will be any set piece opportunities, Ivan Hernandez will be pushing up to try and create some havoc. Clearing it at the last moment will be a throw-in. Mojahea wanted to take it. Instead, leaves it for Ronaldo Lamelli. Will he be launching this one into the penalty area? Instead, goes all the way back to Ivan Hernandez. Now Kynan to Edwin Rivas. Rivas, of course, another player who's not been involved very much tonight. And the LA Force know their playmakers have got to get involved. They got to make things happen. Now it's Lamelli with the cross. The dummy in front. Ovose shoots. He scores. The lead is cut to 2-1 in the 18th minute. Now the crowd has something to cheer about.
It was bound to happen at some point. Francis has been involved in so many goals this season for LA Force. And here he is on the end of another one. Force just have to apply pressure. That's what it is. They have to put the ball into the box to Francis. Francis makes things happen. I think we've seen that this season.
And someone else who made something happen on that play. Yes, Lamelli with the pass, but more importantly, Jose Sosa with the dummy, freezing those Flower City Union defenders of Ose. Makes it look so easy. You know, he gets the ball in front of the goal. I mean, he's going to make it. He's going to score every time. And no celebrating from that goal. But hold on a moment. A long ball looking for Jacate, but Brandon Gomez saying not here. And like I got to go back to what I said, is that after that goal, no celebrating. Francis Avose just picks up the ball, brings it to the center of the pitch, talking to his teammates. You know, it's basically sending the message, we know what we got to do, so let's just do it.
Yeah, straight back to work. That's the right idea, I think.
Now it's Quintanilla to Avose. Clearly these LA Force players have got to be feeling confident now. Almost connecting with Aldo Quintanilla. That time was Mumbi Kwesele sending it out of bounds. But right now, Flower City Union on their heels. Getting 2 goals early, you can't just park the bus and say we're going to hold on to this 2-goal lead. We've heard of a 2-goal lead as being one of the most dangerous leads in soccer. Let's see, will there be a whistle for a free kick? Yes, there will. First, the official elected the play advantage, but now a good set-piece opportunity for the LA Force.
Yeah, there's a great spot coming up for the Force.
You can already see Ivan Hernandez telling Ronaldo Lamelli to stay back and provide support because Ivan Hernandez wants to head this one in.
It is the right spot for him. He's headed in 2 goals this season on set pieces for LA Force. I like his chances here. But Lamelli to Avose, that connection the last 2 weeks has been fire.
It looks like I want to say should be taken by Quintanilla. And here it comes. Will it be a shot on goal? Yes, it was. Going straight to Michael Mejia.
Near post. That's still difficult for Mejia to take care of with so much traffic in front. He's really got to keep focused on the ball.
And good thinking from Quintanilla to test Mejia. He's not been tested very much tonight. You know, you're going to want to do what you got to do. Headed up into the air by Kynan to Jovel. Now Quintanilla actually lost it momentarily. Did lose it to Elias. Kavanagh to Luke Ferreira. Ferreira always dangerous when he's got the ball. Some quick touch passing. It's Kavanagh. Back to Ferreira. LA Force need to tighten up. It's Kavanagh once again. Not in a hurry. Does get it back to Luke Ferreira. Moja Hale providing some pressure. Now it's the captain Mumbi Kwesele.
This is better defensively from LA Force. I think the nerves have settled.
That was Logan Lee with the slide tackle. LA Force take possession. The touch from Quintanilla. Now Jovel to Jose Sosa. And that time it was Kyle Nelson heading it out of bounds. The quick throw in to Avose. Will he be able to keep possession? He still has it. Got his back to the goal. Avose looking for an option. Plays it back to Juarez. Juarez switching the field. Might have been a little bit of miscommunication.
Got 2 players right there. Hoping for one of them. Just kicked it a little long.
But the fact of the matter is that LA Force, they're feeling better. They're more confident now. They know that there's a lot of time left to be played. And they're looking like the more confident team as the minutes have been going by. Edwin Rivas brought down. Will be a free kick. Easy call for the official.
Yeah, a little bit of a high boot there. Perhaps some studs showing. Rivas tried to bring it down. Yep. Good call by the referee. I think Flower City perhaps getting a little lecture there, perhaps lucky to not have a yellow card.
So we're in the 23rd minute of play. Flower City Union with a 2-1 lead. Already plenty of action in this NISA playoff match. 3 goals in the first 18 minutes. Now that pass from Logan Lee broken up. Jose Sosa now finds Moja Hale on the right side. Can he get past Kavanagh? He's able to find Avose. Now another touch. Was there a foul in the penalty area? Referee says no, play on. And of course these LA Force fans would have just been up on their feet had there been a whistle blown for a penalty. And you still have Alex Juarez arguing that non-call, that non-whistle.
Yeah, referee Weissman wasn't hearing it in the box. But in transition, Flower City earns one.
So free kick for Flower City Union. Quickly goes to Logan Lee. Back to Nelson. Now it's Elias with the touch. Creating some space. Now it's Luke Ferreira. Cuts it back. His pass. Rivas quickly got a touch. Now Elias to Logan Lee. Now Dex Kynan putting a stop to that move. Finds Moja Hale. Now Ronaldo Lamelli playing the long ball towards Avose. Quisele did get a touch on it with his head. Avose had it for a moment, knocked out of bounds by Mumbi Quisele. Another throw in for the Force is Ronaldo Lamelli. Already has an assist. Obviously, he would love to have more. Edwin Rivas has not had too many opportunities tonight, but that through ball looking for Quintanilla. Can he keep it in bounds? Yes, he does. And that time was Nelson with the touch. Now cleared right to Lamelli. Will he want to have a rip on goal? Yes, he does. Blocked. Ends up going to Moja Hale. Moja Hale looking for an option. He has Lamelli. So ever since Flower City Union got that 2-goal lead, it's pretty much been all LA Force. They've got the majority of possession and run of play. They're just looking for that equalizer. The long clearance from Brandon Gomez went high into the air. Headed away, but went right to Rivas. Now Quintanilla. The touch from Avose to Rivas. Trying to get it back to Avose. Quisele backpedaling. Sends it high into the air. Rivas winning that 50-50 ball. Gotta love this intensity from the LA Force. Now taken away. Jacate with the touch. Luke Ferreira unable to maintain possession. Juarez now to Lamelli. LA Force looking more and more comfortable. Lamelli to Justin Jovel. His pass, his through ball, broken up by Josue Cartagena. Now it's Luke Ferreira to Noah Kavanaugh. Lamelli got to be on top of his game.
Again, 3 players.
A couple passes.
Kavanaugh.
And now that's Ferreira. Got to be careful with the contact in the penalty area. Ferreira to Kavanaugh. Logan Lee, for a moment wondering who was perhaps going to take a shot. Angelo Calfo sends this one into the penalty area. Went off the head of Kynan. Moja Hale needing to bring it down. Had to make a decision quickly. Did draw some contact. Will be a free kick for the LA Force.
Kavanaugh continuing to create problems for LA Force in defense. He brings the ball up or receives the ball, and all of a sudden, confusion. Whose responsibility is Kavanaugh in the attacking third?
Of course, head coach Matt Morse knows he's got to make adjustments. Now Brandon Gomez gets it to Ivan Hernandez. Think some LA Force fans are holding their breath when they saw the pressure being provided by Aliun Jacate. Lamelli to take the throw in. Steps up a bit. Got it to Sosa. Edwin Rivas taking the pass from Dekel Kynan. Aldo Quintanilla. Back to Rivas. Going off the head of Elias. Now it's Justin Jovel. Ivan Hernandez to Moja Hale. Looking for Avose that time.
Just a half step slow on the pass.
Now Flower City Union on the counterattack. It's Logan Lee looking for Bolduc. Good step-up play from Dex Kynan. Avose trying to make something happen. got to do something with it. Might have held the ball a little too long.
And he's smothered by 4 defenders. They are collapsing on him when he does have the ball.
Luke Ferreira looking for Kavanaugh on the long ball. Going off the head of Ronaldo Lamelli. Lamelli telling the official that he was pushed.
He's up against a bigger, more physical player in Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh with the throw into Gicate. Moja Hale with a nice defensive play. Lamelli able to find Sosa. Now Avose. It was going to be really hard for Avose to start that counterattack. Just did not have enough numbers. But Avose felt he was fouled. Now a nice touch from Ferreira. He takes a shot from long range. That one going just a bit wide.
Gomez had it covered. He was always going wide. But, yeah, Kyle Nelson did a great job of taking the ball off the feet of Avose, turning that into an attack.
We are in the 30th minute of play. This is NISA 2023 playoff action, live from Rio Hondo College in Whittier, California. Ardith Dakari along with Dennis Pope, proud to be bringing you tonight's play-by-play live on FIFA Plus via TVE Max. Flower City Union with a 2-1 lead. Alioune Gicate with the brace. His first goal came in the 2nd minute. He added his second in the 6th minute. Francis Avose pulling one back in the 18th minute.
Tempo has slowed from the early frenetic moments in this match.
Noah Kavanaugh, after taking that pass from Bolduc, the header from Sosa, that was Jovel actually, to Avose. It's been a tough night. Even though Avose got his name on the scoring sheet, it has been a tough night for him. And now it continues to get more tough as now Avose gets himself in the book for dissent, and something you just cannot be doing in such an important match. He's frustrated, we get it. You're not getting the calls you think you should be getting, but you just cannot be getting yourself in the book.
That's a frustration yellow from Francis. Certainly knows better.
And now this is not the time to be saying, will Matt Morris be making a change to start the second half? And we know that answer. We definitely know that answer. Because Francis Avose is just so valuable to this LA Force club. Now Mumbi Kwesele plays it back to Michael Mejia.
Yeah, I think at this moment Francis is the #1 name they print onto the roster sheet for every match. So nobody's looking to switch him out even with a yellow.
Kyle Nelson to Kwesele. A good ball to Logan Lee. Plays it to Noah Kavanaugh. He's got space on the left side, and that has to be taken away from him.
See, Alex doesn't even know who's supposed to cover. He says, is this your man or my man?
And that cross nearly went out of bounds. Would have been a corner kick, but Brandon Gomez with a nice heads-up play, quickly trying to get it to Moja Hale, the other side of the pitch. Can he bring it down? Yes, he does. He's got Avose. Will he take a shot? Avose instead plays it to the outside to Aldo Quintanilla. Fakes a shot. Still Quintanilla pulls it back. Tried to get it to Jose Sosa, but one small touch was enough to break up that opportunity.
That's got to be frustrating for LA Force attack. Francis did the smart thing. Unselfish, played it wide. Aldo's got to be quicker. Get that shot off.
And that attack was all made possible from the quick thinking of goalkeeper Brandon Gomez.
Yeah, great ball out of the back from Gomez. Moja did a great job fending off the defender.
Logan Lee looking for some space. Was not going to get past Lamelli. Lamelli thought it was a throw-in for the LA Force.
Perhaps thought he can convince the referee. He played it quick.
Matt Bolduc to Josue Cartagena. Switches the field. As Luke Ferreira still has it. The cross, this could be an opportunity. Bolduc plays it back in, a shot, and it's into the net. Flower City Union makes it 3-1.
More ball watching from LA Force. That ball is just played to the top of the box to the runner coming on.
And that time it was Josue Cartagena scoring in the 34th minute. The LA Force continuing to make things harder for themselves. But what great ball movement from Flower City Union. They're up 3-1.
Ball played back to the top of the box. Gomez got a hand to it, just not enough. Hit with pace and power. It's 3-1 Flower City.
And like you said, that has got to be the story for the LA Force.
Flower City goal.
You know, I guess we don't want to say, I mean, I guess we could say word of the day, but yes, ball watching, really crucial. That just cannot be happening in such an important match. You've worked so hard to get to the playoffs. You're playing at home. Find yourself down 3-1. The touch from Avose. The flick touch looking for Moja Hale. That was Noah Kavanagh getting the last touch. It was not an intentional back pass. And like you said, yes, Brandon Gomez did get a touch to that shot, but just so much force on that shot from Cartagena. It was going to be very tough to keep out.
Nobody stepped up to Cartagena. Had an open look at the goal, got to choose where he was going to shoot it to.
Ronaldo Lamelli switches the field. He's got Quintanilla. Quintanilla was able to keep it in play. Aldo Quintanilla looking for an option. He's got Rivas. The cross looks like it went off the foot of Elias. Now cleared. Ivan Hernandez stepping up for a moment. Will this be another counter-attack opportunity? It's Jacate. Does not have the help, does not have the numbers. Lamelli.
Cover was there for LA Force. It's a throw-in now for Flower City. Flower City looked confident, in control. A little bit of a renewed sense of self.
And now the back pass, a dangerous one. Mejia had trouble with. Now Avose, can he make it? Can he cut the lead to 3-2? There was a foul, the whistle. Yes, it will be a penalty kick.
100% a penalty. Mejia knew it.
And talk about a huge mistake from the keeper, Michael Mejia, on that back pass. You want to say it came out of nowhere.
Mejia trying to claim it's outside the area. And then a yellow card has been shown. Not sure to who. Either way, penalty. Referee is pointing to the spot. Mejia is trying to claim that he started to foul outside the area. That's risky either way. You leave it up to the referee.
And it looks like it will be Aldo Quintanilla to take the PK. And Flower City Union, these players can argue all they want, but we do not have VAR here, so this is a penalty kick. It will be taken by Aldo Quintanilla. Can he cut this lead once again for the LA Force? So it's Quintanilla against Mejia. There is the whistle. Here comes Quintanilla. He shoots, puts that one over the bar. This continues to be a horrible first half for the LA Force.
Quintanilla, in my view, not the player on the field to take that for LA Force. Force with an opportunity to get one back. It's not going to come any easier than that. Mejia lucky. Super lucky.
I think that's right now, that's all that's pretty much has got to be the only thing going through the head of Mejia, just being so glad that that ball went over the bar. Yes, Quintanilla got under it, that's for sure. An attempted move for Flower City Union. Went off the head of Kainen. Now Quintanilla to Avose. A good defensive play from Kyle Nelson, stepping up, going to the ball. And now here come Flower City Union. LA Force
stretched.
been throwing players forward. Maybe a chance, a shot. Save made by Brandon Gomez. Sent out of bounds at the last moment. The official on the line at the far end did say it was going to be a corner kick, but looks like it was a foul. Will be a free kick instead for the LA Force.
Yeah, some physical play resulting from the rebound.
And like you said, can't be surprised about that counterattack opportunity. LA Force throwing players forward, like you said, getting stretched out. The wind picking up a little bit. And you know what? I know exactly what was going through your head earlier, and that is, we have no disrespect at all towards any of the playmakers on LA Force. But in that moment, seriously, in that moment, you've got to say, it's a penalty kick. Avose, hey, he's our guy. He's our guy. He knows how to take them. But now some more problems possibly for the Force. Ferreira with the shot. Going just wide of the far post. So close to being 4-1. That probably would have been game, set, and match had it gone in.
Everything's coming up Flower City almost at the moment. Shocking right now. Turn of events for LA Force.
And I think most importantly right now, I think LA Force, has got to get to the locker room down 3-1 before things get any worse. They've got to stop the bleeding. They've got no choice. Like I said, just going back to what I was talking about, in moments like those, you've got to let your main money guy who knows how to find the back of the net, you got to have him take the penalty. In that situation, everyone on the pitch should be saying, Francis, you got this, take it. And that's it. Lamelli.
Just curious, how was that decision made? Was Aldo the one to step up and be the most confident and say, this is mine, and everybody else kind of relinquishes? Or is this something that's developed over training? We haven't seen very many penalty kicks from LA Force this season. And Aldo hasn't, that may be his first one.
He's more of an expert with free kicks.
Yeah, give him a little bit more distance. Clearly, he had some pace and some dip on that ball.
Now playing it back to Mejia once again. Avose, of course, will continue to provide pressure anytime Mejia has the ball at his feet.
Yeah, Mejia has proven to be a little sketchy tonight. Might be in line for a howler at some point. Got to take advantage when the opportunity presents itself.
Bolduc did not get a very good touch. And now it's Moja Hale. He's got some space. Still Moja Hale plays it to the outside to Ronaldo Lamelli. Lamelli with the cross. We saw Moja Hale sliding into the penalty area. That move was broken up, and here comes another counterattack opportunity for Flower City Union. It's Matt Bolduc looking for Jacate, but the flag does come up for offside.
Jacate tucks it in anyway.
He does not agree with the call. But of course, that call will not be changed.
Force push that line up just enough. Get Diacate off. You're right, that the chances of this going to 4-1 before halftime, I did not see coming. LA Force have to find a way to, get one back, right, in the next 3-4 minutes. So they feel good about themselves going into the second half.
Justin Jovel got a touch. And right now we are seeing Flower City Union winning these battles in the middle third of the pitch. Luke Ferreira complaining, saying that he was fouled. That's Angelo Calfo playing it back to Mejia. Now to Quisele. Quisele's pass almost pretty much what I was going to say, was going straight to Lamelli, but did not get the best touch on it that he needed. Instead it went to Kavanaugh. Now Jacate lays it back to Calfo. Now Steven Elias to Logan Lee. A good touch, unable to connect with Luke Ferreira.
Tried to play the quick 1-2.
And Luke Ferreira has had a stint before with Chattanooga FC, the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, and also a stint in Norway with Football Club Jerv.
Very talented player. One of the best players in this league this season.
Lamelli to Sosa. Now Juarez, that's a good ball to Hale. Probably needed that one to be a little bit ahead of him, but he does get it to Lamelli on the overlap. The cross, looking for Avose, headed out. Goes straight to Kainin. Now Justin Jovel was attempting to get the ball to Avose, but instead went straight to Cartagena. Now Bolduc playing it to the outside. Can Kavanaugh keep it in? Yes. Of course he did with the excellent pace that he has.
He's more aerodynamic than the rest of us.
Playing it back to Mumbi Kwesele. Now Luke Ferreira. His attempted pass to Logan Lee actually goes straight to Aldo Quintanilla. Now Quintanilla to Sosa. He's got Hale on the outside. And here comes Moja Hale. The cross. That time was looking for Avose. Good defensive play from Kyle Nelson. Will be a corner kick for the LA Force.
Strong low cross in from Hale. It's the right option. You got to get one onto the boot of Avose.
I guess a correction on the call. It's not a corner kick. Instead, it is a goal kick.
That's what I saw. Francis took the last touch. Kavanaugh out here calling for the ball, wide open. His head glistening in the lights.
There's bound to be some stoppage time.
The fourth official has indicated that a minimum 4 minutes.
So 4 minutes of stoppage time. And this has got to be, it could be good news or bad news for the LA Force. If they're able to get a goal going into the interval, this would be great. The throw-in from Lamelli looking for Jovel.
Was not great.
Not great at all, absolutely. And now Bolduc is brought down. Frustration continuing for the LA Force. And there's times where they've looked good in this match, and there's times where they look like they're just not hitting, not working on all cylinders. It's frustrating, that's for sure.
The communication just hasn't been there tonight. Case in point there.
And Flower City Union playing with 3 center backs tonight in Mumbi Kwesele, Kyle Nelson, and Angelo Calfo. And I think, though, we've definitely seen some really great work tonight from Stephen Elias and Noah Kavanaugh. They have wreaked havoc tonight for Flower City Union. That move broken up by Alex Juarez, but now Lamelli losing the ball to Noah Kavanaugh. And looks like it will be a free kick for Flower City Union.
Yeah, Kavanaugh's forays into the attacking third have, well, referee's calling the fouls. He's ready to put up persistent infringement. But Kavanaugh, he's caused confusion tonight and had been one of the key playmakers for Flower City out on that left side.
And, of course, the central midfielders of Josue Cartagena and Luke Ferreira.
Kyle Nelson all the way up into the box.
A crucial set-piece opportunity. Playing it short. Ferreira now to Kavanaugh. Kind of surprised why they did not send that one to the penalty area. Kwesele. Once again to Ferreira. He's got Moja Hale on him. And that time was expecting Kavanaugh to make a run. But it will be a throw-in for LA Force deep in their own half. Lamelli takes the throw-in. He finds Avose. And Avose able to find Justin Jovel. Quickly getting the ball to Aldo Quintanilla. LA Force trying to get something going before this half is over. The flick touch from Avose. And that one going straight to Kavanaugh. Ball finds its way all the way to the other side of the pitch into the hands of Brandon Gomez. Played 3 minutes of stoppage time. Perhaps one more opportunity for the LA Force. That's Ivan Hernandez. He's got Matt Bolduc on him. And his pass intercepted by Quisele. And like we've been saying, a frustrating first half for the LA Force. Down 3-1, but it's that really slow start that might be what ends up dooming them in the end.
Yeah, the 2 goals in the first 6 minutes really set the tone for the rest of this match.
Now it's Aldo Quintanilla trying to get past Elias. Perhaps one too many touches. You're down 3-1. You cannot throw the teamwork aspect out the window when it's been teamwork that's gotten you to where you are.
And now's no time to start playing hero ball.
And there is the whistle. We have reached halftime. Flowers City Union with a 3-1 lead over Los Angeles Force. Once again, Aliun Jacate opening up the scoring in the 2nd minute. Added a second 4 minutes later. Francis Avose pulled one back in the 18th minute, but then it was Josue Cartagena who made it 3-1 when he scored.
Yeah, that dummy from Sosa, that was nice.
And of course, yeah, Cartagena scored in the 34th minute. And that's how we are at the score. Flower City Union with a 3-1 lead. Lots of soccer left to be played. But we'll be back in about 15 minutes for the start of the second half. Ardit Takari along with Dennis Pope. This is NISA 2023 playoff action live on FIFA Plus, brought to you by TV Max. Welcome back to Rio Hondo College for the start of the second half between the Los Angeles Force and Flower City Union. Ardis Takari along with Dennis Pope bringing you tonight's play-by-play live on FIFA Plus via TVE Max. Flower City Union with a 3-1 lead. This second half is going to be beyond crucial for the LA Force. They know what they've got to do. It's obviously they got to have the mindset where they got to, I think overall, naturally they got to find the goal within the first 10 minutes. I know it's easy to be picky sometimes, but when I think about, think of this second half as in different chunks. You've got to, get a goal in that first chunk and just give yourself the opportunity to, give yourself the opportunity to send this match to extra time. I don't think with the way LA Force has been playing, they have no business to be talking about, winning this game in the second half. Of course, yes, that'd be nice, but you got to take things one step at a time.
Yep, and it starts with a goal, and if they don't score, it'll be the continuation of a trend that we've seen this season from LA Force. They've allowed 3 goals to an opponent only twice this season, both those times to Chattanooga FC, both in losses. So if they're going to come back from this game, they'll have done something this season that they have not yet done that, and that is win despite allowing 3 goals. Can the LA Force do it in the second half? They've made 3 changes.
Yeah, and those 3 changes, Gonzalo Salguero has come on to replace Edwin Rivas, Clayton Torre has come on to replace Ivan Hernandez, and Santiago Echevarria has come on to replace Jose Sosa. So 2 defensive substitutions. I think that really should, we know the thinking of Matt Morse, and that is he was not happy with the ball watching that you mentioned in that first half.
Yep, defensive substitutions are key to keep this differential at 2 goals and see if your playmakers can still continue to play make up top, right? See if Echevarria can bring something different that Sosa didn't have, and they try and get one back early.
We're ready to start the second half. If LA Force has an amazing half left in them, it's going to have to be this second half against Flower City Union, or else their season will be over. Of course, Flower City Union playing with plenty of confidence. They have a 3-1 lead. When Francis Avose cut the lead to 2-1, it looked as if LA Force had taken control, and they did actually for a decent amount of time. But then the goal from Josue Cartagena definitely brought a lot of those spirits down for the LA Force. And of course, we also cannot forget about that penalty kick opportunity. Aldo Quintanilla putting that one over the bar. It wasn't exactly it was not a Harry Kane style penalty, but it still went over the bar, and of course, that was extremely disappointing.
Salguero sporting the bleached top lip tonight.
And his throw and actually getting to Santiago Echevarria. He did end up taking a shot, but that one going well wide.
Echevarria on the volley here. Nearly to the delight of everybody.
And perhaps a little bit of a mix-up involving Logan Lee. Goal kick taken by Mejia. Ball does take a bounce. Kynan with the header, and he's whistled for the foul on Matt Bolduc. And Dekel Kynan just does not agree with the call at all. And, he did get to the ball.
Bolduc did not. Yeah, he was there elevating for it. I don't think Bolduc was there.
Yeah, I really don't know how you make that call, to be honest.
He did see the worst of it, but he was out of position. You can't back into the play.
So it will be a free kick for Flower City Union. Of course, Dex Kynan, the captain of the LA Force, not agreeing with the call. But of course, no change will come from it.
Just a foul.
Luke Ferreira take the free kick for Flower City Union. Will he float this one to the penalty area? And that is what he is doing. And able to get his head on it at that time. Looks like it was Kyle Nelson, but went right to Brandon Gomez. Gomez quickly getting the ball out to Aldo Quintanilla. Now Gonzalo Salguero to Justin Jovel. Now Ronaldo Lamelli. Back to Jovel. He knows he's got to help make things happen. He has Echevarria. The cross was actually blocked by Kavanaugh. Now sent the other way. Went off the head of Calfo. Now it's Quintanilla to Juarez. The good touch from Salguero. Back to Juarez. Now Avose to Salguero. Can he cross it? Taken away. For a moment, looked as if it was almost going to go out of bounds for a corner kick. Quintanilla switches the field to Lamelli. The cross off the head of Quisele. Back to Lamelli. Now Clayton Tor, one of the center backs who just came on to replace Ivan Hernandez. Clayton Tor playing the long ball to Lamelli. Might be a little too long. Shielded nicely by Noah Kavanaugh. Will be a goal kick for Flower City.
Yeah, that Kavanaugh and Lamelli battle has turned into quite one to watch here tonight. Kavanaugh so far, both players with an assist. Oh, very interesting.
Of course, the LA Force have got to be patient. They've also got to have a sense of urgency. I mean, you have to wonder, when you don't want to start thinking about panic mode, but little by little, they're going to have to start throwing more players forward. They're going to have to start taking risks. They're down 3-1. They cannot be playing it safe.
Yeah, there's no difference in 3-1 and 5-2 or whatever else. Right now, a victory is all that matters. I think we'll see Flower City take every opportunity to salt away this game, no pun intended. Their key motivation right now is to see that clock tick to 90.
But of course, head coach Jordan Sullivan, clearly he's not going to have the mindset of just, let's just let the minutes tick away and just, hope for that victory. They're going to keep playing their game. They're going to keep doing what they got to do. They want to make this game safe. That's for sure. Now Jovel with a nice move as he finds Aldo Quintanilla. Quintanilla, can he win that battle against Calfo? Calfo steps up, forces out of bounds. Will be a corner kick for the LA Force. And correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this is the first corner kick of the night for the LA Force.
That is correct. I will not correct you.
So Aldo Quintanilla.
Needs a little redemption.
I think everyone here would agree with that. Here comes a corner. Did take a bounce in front. Avose with a shot. Yes, and he scores. The lead is cut to 3-2. This one coming in the 51st minute.
Francis Avose, the man of the moment this season for LA Force. Quintanilla sends one in, takes a bounce and a hop and a deflection, and all of a sudden it's at the feet of Francis. Francis with a little heel flick at first, and it comes right back to him. He's just able to pounce on that and fire it far post. LA Force not willing to go into this good night quietly.
From the standpoint of Flower City Union supporters, it's easy for them to say that there was a little bit of luck involved in that goal. But at the same time, LA Force players will be talking about, LA Force fans will be talking about the frustration they've experienced in this one. But Avose, in the right place at the right time, that ball was about to be cleared out of bounds. But fortunately for the tall striker, he was in the right place at the right time, finished it off. Didn't even have to think about what he was going to do. He just does it naturally. That's when you know he's a natural striker, a natural poacher.
Fortunate Francis. I don't know if we have a nickname for him yet, but
I'm not sure if that's the one he'd love, but I don't think he'd be against it, especially if this game ends up in a favorable result. Now Logan Lee, Flower City Union now know they need to step up their game. The flag does come up for offside.
it floated into an offside position. The ball was played in.
Now Clayton Tor to Moja Hale. And Moja Hale has the speed, but there's been a few times tonight where he doesn't get that first touch, or maybe the ball, he's not positioned himself correctly, and then you gotta fix that. There's nothing more to say.
Yeah, you got to play the ball. You can't let the ball play you. First touch It's everything at this level and moving up.
Now Echevarria looking that time for Moja Hale. And now Avose, can he get to it? Cleared out at the last moment.
Some desperate defending there from...
Some more fortunate bounces for the LA Force, but right now they definitely are feeling confident. Now Salguero trying to play it back to Quintanilla. Goes out of bounds. But in terms of what I was talking about earlier, thinking about meeting your objectives in different chunks of the half, LA Force has done exactly that. That goal coming in the 51st minute, perfect timing. You get it, you get that goal, you're down by 1, you're giving yourself the opportunity to make something happen.
Yeah, still lots of game left in this one.
And now Logan Lee winning that battle against Juarez. Now Luke Ferreira. Dekel Kainen with a good slide tackle. Now Quintanilla with the touch to Avose. Can Avose get it back to Quintanilla?
Smothered Avose.
And then, of course, Steven Elias was really, really involved in that one. Now a long ball. Brandon Gomez, always very good at his feet.
Nice turn from Gomez. Dribbles into the box and picks it up. That's pretty savvy stuff.
I cover, I did play-by-play for a few years for Orange County FC of the NPSL, and Brandon Gomez was the starting keeper. So I definitely know what he's capable of doing, and he's never nervous when he has the ball at his feet, that's for sure. Dex Kynan to Clayton Tor. We're in the 55th minute. It's 3-2 Flower City Union leading the LA Force. The most recent goal coming in the 51st minute from Francis Avose. Lots of soccer left to be played. Gonzalo Salguero playing at the left back position. Came on for Edwin Rivas to start the second half. Quintanilla did not have the best first touch, but he does find Echevarria. But nice play from Luke Ferreira. Elias playing it deep towards Jacate. Kainen wisely heads it back to his keeper, Brandon Gomez. That's Clayton Tor to Ronaldo Lamelli. Now Avose. Avose with Nelson on him. Still Avose to Echevarria. Back to Avose. Avose's attempted pass was blocked by Kyle Nelson. Fortunately, does go to Juarez. Tor to Avose once again. Avose dropping back a little bit. Lamelli attempting to cross it into the penalty area. And this has been, I would say, this is one of the stories of tonight as well. These Flower City Union defenders getting in the right places at the right time. This is what's been frustrating as well for the LA Force. A lot of these crosses into the penalty area are being blocked. And, in all honesty, what are you supposed to say about that?
It's good defense first from Flower City, stepping up into the passing lanes, right, and knocking those down. You have to continue to move, right, continue to move for your passers.
Now Salguero, nice move, crosses it. Good defensive play, will be a throw-in for the LA Force.
You can't be content to pass and stop. You have to continue to pass and move and create lanes that previously didn't exist for your LA Force.
The long throw-in from Salguero did take a bounce. Avose tried to get the flick touch. Now we do see a yellow card here given to Moja Hale in the 57th minute.
Fans, the referee has issued a yellow card.
Moja Hale bumped the goalkeeper just a little bit.
In the 57th minute of play.
The referee is taking this as a no contact game this evening.
We're getting closer, getting closer to the hour mark. Flower City Union with a 3-2 lead. We are in the quarterfinals of the 2023 NISA playoffs. The winner of this match will go to the semifinals. Aldo Quintanilla wisely finding Echevarria. Gotta like that give and go as it gets back to Quintanilla. He needs help. He has Alex Juarez trying to get it back to Quintanilla. Not much going. Logan Lee to Jacate. Now Elias. The flick header from Ferreira. Brandon Gomez trying to slice that one far. Did not really get too much on it. It's very rare from Brandon Gomez.
Yeah, not a good clearance at all. Didn't even make it to halfway. Spun off his top of his boot.
Josue Cartagena to Matt Bolduc. Mumbi Kosele to Kyle Nelson. These Flower City Union players would love to establish control. And now that long clearance going off the head of Ronaldo Lamelli, and it will be a corner kick for Flower City Union, just their second of the night. There's not been very many corner kicks in this match tonight, to be honest.
Everything coming off the run of play. Again, Flower City taking every opportunity to milk this clock.
And here comes the corner kick. Very crucial moment for the LA Force. Playing it short. Now Calfo getting a touch. Need to clear this penalty area. Now Cartagena is feeling the pressure from Clayton Tor. Now from Quintanilla, plays it back to Noah Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh sending this one into the penalty area. It looks like it was perhaps Nelson who got his head on the ball. He thought it should be a corner kick, but instead it will be a goal kick for the LA Force. Brandon Gomez quickly finding Ronaldo Lamelli. The Moja Hale. Now it's Alex Juarez. Gonzalo Salguero. Echevarria brought down from behind by Cartagena. That will be a free kick for the men in black.
Referee having some long conversations at this point.
A long ball from Clayton Tor to Quintanilla, but the flag comes up for offside.
Yeah, everything's slow play right now for Flower City. No rush to restart.
Calfo with the free kick. Kynan plays it back to Brandon Gomez. Very strong header from Kyle Nelson. Logan Lee got the ball after the touch from Bolduc. Now Justin Jovel with a nice steal, starting this counter-attack. Echevarria looking for Quintanilla. Now Justin Jovel making a nice readjustment, but did not make a good readjustment there.
Justin Jovel is down. He slammed the turf after he went down too. I think he is injured.
And surely there's got to be plenty of action on the LA Force sideline.
Might have turned his ankle. Hard to say.
From here, we just want to say perhaps just a slight knock. Now we see the official signaling for the trainer, Dr. Gabriel Torricelli, to come on.
It's not asking to be stretched out. Oh, here it comes.
And looking back at the goal, and that time was Steven Elias, who thought he'd got the touch that would put a stop to any goal-scoring opportunity, but going right to Avose. Avose just turning and shooting.
Still onside because the goalkeeper's on his line. And, yeah, Johnny on the spot. Francis on the spot.
So Avose with both goals for the LA Force. Does he have it in him to get a hat trick? So it appears that Justin Jovel should be all right.
That's good. The All Big West player from Cal State Fullerton. Stretching out. Maybe Achilles, maybe a calf. Lower leg, something.
And that throw and taken. Dekel Kynan getting his head on it. Definitely being aggressive as the captain, as he should be. Quintanilla looking for Echevarria. Can he win that battle with Cartagena?
Referee's letting them play.
Definitely some physical play, and it will be a free kick for the LA Force. Temper starting to flare a little bit. Now Cartagena taking, looks like a little bit of contact between Echevarria and Cartagena.
Cartagena throws a shoulder at Echevarria.
And this is where everyone has got to keep their composure. This is where your captain has got to come in, get involved, and say, hey, let's just play. So will it be Aldo Quintanilla?
Flower City, all about the gamesmanship right now.
If it's from here, this distance, yes, we're okay with it being Aldo Quintanilla.
Yeah, 20 yards or farther, Quintanilla's the guy. Without Rivas on the pitch, that is.
Let's see what the LA Force can do with this opportunity. Instead, no, taken by Salguero. Not much came from it.
Like a left-footed chip.
Flower City Union clearing their lines. This could be the opportunity. Trying to keep it in bounds to avoid it being a corner kick. It will be a throw-in for the LA Force. Looks like Quintanilla will be taking this one. Kind of surprised that last free kick was taken by Salguero instead of Quintanilla.
Echevarria demanding Salguero take the throw in.
Gonzalo Salguero to take this throw-in. The flick header. Now to the chest of Jovel. Can he bring it down? Definitely could have been an opportunity for the Force.
Heavy touch all the way through to Mejia.
They had numbers, that's for sure. The flick header from Salguero. Calfo. Got his head on the ball. Quisele to Bolduc. Now Luke Ferreira. Plays it to the outside to Steven Elias. Now to Bolduc. Now it's Gicate with the shot. That one going just a bit wide of the far post.
Too easy from Flower City to try and set that up. There needs to be two players on Diacate. You can't let him just turn on Clayton Tor like that. He's going to make a meal of Clayton Tor.
And there's plenty of LA Force players in the area that time. Something they definitely got to clean up as this match goes on. The flick header from Avose, now Hale. Looks like there was a little bit of miscommunication. Echevarria was not happy with where that ball went. Mumbi Quisele able to clear it, goes straight to Clayton Tor. But aside from that opportunity for Gicate, this second half, it's been LA Force with the control run of play. The ball from Clayton Tor, flick header from Avose to Echevarria, trying to get it back to Avose. Still Avose, will he take a shot? He does, it's blocked. Like we continue to see, it's pretty much been the MO today of Flower City Union. Now Quintanilla trying to whip this one into the right place, headed high into the air by Calfo. Now Justin Jovel felt like he was brought down. Bolduc with a long ball looking for Gicate. Definitely did not put that one in the right place.
Some interesting choices being made by the referee tonight. Here comes a yellow card.
And that one to Justin Jovel.
Not interested in any physical play, not interested in talking or any players talking to him.
It looks like we will see substitutions. One for Flower City Union and another one for the LA Force.
The referee has issued a yellow card. Caution, number 16, Justin Jovelli of Los Angeles Force. The yellow card comes in the 67th minute of play.
Of course, we're waiting to see who these substitutions will be. So one of them for sure, looks like Leopoldo Plasencia Hernandez will be coming on. I want to say that he'll be replacing Justin Jovel or Alex Juarez.
That would be the logical like-for-like swap.
Looks like
Juarez is still on the field.
Well, looks like we're going to have to wait for those substitutions.
I think it's going to be Juarez if Plasencia comes in.
Ball's back into play. Salguero to Echevarria. And that time is looking for Juarez. Really not the kind of passes you want to have in the middle third of the pitch where you just give the ball away. Quisele to Cartagena. Nice move from Cartagena to find Noah Kavanagh. Now Mumbi Quisele plays it back to his keeper Mejia. Of course, he's got to be careful with those first touches. That time able to find Elias. Broken up nicely by Jovel. Now playing it to the outside. That was Echevarria to Salguero. Elias knocks it out of bounds.
Here come the subs.
So now we will see the substitution. Yes, Leopoldo Plasencia Hernandez coming on for Justin Jovel. He did just pick up that yellow card. And it looks like we are going to see
Substitution by Los Angeles Force.
Matt Bolduc is coming off.
Entering the match, number 15, Leo Plasencia.
Looks like he might be replaced perhaps by, I want to say possibly Malik Stewart.
Substitution by Flower City. Exiting the match, number 32.
Now Gonzalo Salguero with the cross.
Entering the match, number 14.
Looks like it went to the chest of Avose. Can he bring it down? Avose felt he was fouled. And yes, it was Malik Stewart who just came on. And already getting a quick touch. Quisele to Logan Lee. Now Cartagena. Back to Quisele. Malik Stewart, who just came on. A little bit of a mix-up. Now Aliun Jekate. Plays it to the outside to Luke Ferreira. Now it's Kavanagh. Maybe a chance for a shot just outside. It's a touch by Stewart. There was some contact. Referee says play on. Of course, Flower City Union would love to have the opportunity from the penalty spot. Was not going to be happening there. And Kyle Nelson, that pass given away. This is an opportunity LA Force needs to take advantage of. Echevarria to Aldo Quintanilla. He's got some space. Will he take a shot? He fakes it. Can he take another one? Puts that one high and wide with his left foot. And that seems to be the theme of the match tonight for Aldo Quintanilla.
Does a great job taking his man on. Just having issues tonight with the final piece. Two underneath it. Yep.
He won that battle that time with Angelo Calfo, who had a stint with the Portland Timbers at the U23 level.
Yeah, we need that final touch from Quintanilla tonight. Could have been the difference maker. Could still be the difference maker.
Now this could be the opportunity for the second half sub. Malik Stewart. Still Stewart takes a shot. It's blocked. Now another shot from Cartagena. Could have taken some deflections. That, of course, always a goalie's biggest enemy. Logan Lee maintaining possession for Flower City Union. Kavanagh taking the pass from Quisele. That move broken up. Juarez now to Echevarria. LA Force on the move. Quintanilla once again. Can he make amends for some of his mistakes earlier? That pass towards Echevarria will be a throw-in. To be honest, not really sure where that ball was going to be placed. The quick throw into Salguero. Nice turn and move from Salguero to Leopoldo Plasencia Hernandez. He switches the field to Ronaldo Lamelli. Lamelli have been a little quiet in this second half. The long shot. Not too much trouble for Michael Mejia. But of course, someone has got to pressure the Flower City Union keeper because he is very content with wasting some valuable seconds.
Force only need one right now to draw this game level. They need to take advantage of one of these opportunities that's presented themselves.
And that's a good ball from Juarez, trying to find Quintanilla, but a nice touch, very important touch at the last moment from Calfo. Echevarria whistle for the foul on Steven Elias. And now Echevarria gets himself in the book. And Elias not happy at all.
Every foul now is card-worthy in the eyes of the referee.
Caution, number 29, Echevarria.
Flower City's just going to play into it. That's their role here
In the 73rd minute of play.
as the road spoilers attempting to take 3 points and a playoff victory back to Rochester. And perhaps on to Chattanooga. Flower City has the toughest road in these playoffs, no doubt about it. This match clearly not been easy so far for them. And if they end up winning this, then they go to Chattanooga.
And of course, LA Force would love to make travel plans to Michigan, but right now they need to score a goal before they think about any kind of plans. Echevarria, fouled by Cartagena, will be a free kick for the LA Force.
Referee not having the slightest bit of physical play.
And that free kick taken by Leopoldo Plasencia Hernandez did end up getting flicked by the head of Francis Avose, but the LA Force need to have some better moves than what we just saw. Yes, we're in the 75th minute, but that clock is becoming their enemy.
I think Quintanilla missing twice now from very close range has to have an effect on the psyche of LA Force. He's been such a good player for them this season. Was one of the NISA players of the month, I think for the month of August, with a phenomenal campaign. And to see him come up empty so far tonight, despite 2 really good scoring chances.
Now we do see another substitution for the LA Force. Alex Veda-Manicam comes on to replace Ronaldo Lamelli. I think this tells us that the LA Force will be playing with three center backs and bringing on some more offense.
Yeah, it's Salguero, Kynan, and Tor in the back.
Now here could be an opportunity. The shot from Moja Hale. What a save. What a save from Mejia.
In the match, number 11.
And you saw Echevarria calling for the ball.
At the top of the box, he had a wide open goal. He should be a little frustrated by that.
Dekel Kynan with the header. Now Elias looking to play it long. Looks like Jacate might have picked up a slight knock. I don't think he'll be stopping play for it. We have played 75 minutes. Flower City Union with a 3-2 lead over the LA Force. There's a 2023 NISA playoffs. This is the last quarterfinal. The winner of this match will move on to the semifinals. If this result holds, Flower City Union will be traveling to Chattanooga, and Albion will be playing the Michigan Stars in Michigan. But of course, the LA Force trying to do what they can to find that equalizer. The second half got off to a very good start. Down 3-1. Avose cut the lead to 3-2 in the 51st minute. Of course, the LA Force obviously would like to get that equalizer sooner than later. Across from Kavanaugh, headed away from Kynan. Now it's Clayton Tor. To Veda-Manicam. Clayton Tor has to clear it.
Ball pinging back and forth.
Last touched by Mumbi Kosuele. Now it's Moja Hale. Brought down. Will be a free kick for the LA Force.
This game has descended into the fouls and free kicks and restarts. No flow. The last 10 minutes.
Yeah, it seems like that happens in some of these intense games. Sometimes you get more comfortable playing the man instead of the ball. Quintanilla taking the pass. Able to find Alex Veda-Manicam, who just came on for Ronaldo Lamelli. Still Veda-Manicam looking to cross it. Blocked. Looks like a last one off of Veda-Manicam will be a goal kick. And that's definitely something we've seen from this Flower City Union team. Now, before the match started, we talked about their record, but I did say they're a scrappy bunch, and they have Aliun Jacate, and he has scored 2 goals. But like you said before, but the good defending definitely coming from putting your leg or foot in the passing lanes, and that's definitely been the story tonight of what's also frustrated this LA Force team.
Yeah, Flower City's done a great job defensively. stopping passes, stopping attacks before they start. And despite their away record, have put on quite a performance this evening.
Now the throw-in ball found its way to Malik Stewart. Logan Lee had it for a moment. And now just cleared. And you have Aldo Quintanilla not happy at all with that ball being just sent up the pitch.
When you have three center backs now, though, the time in between lessens. There's a little more pressure on each player to release the ball.
Looks like that time it was Stephen Elias who whistled for the foul. He did not agree. It looks like we will see another substitution, this time for Flower City Union. Will it be 2 changes or just 1? Actually, looks like looks as if it's going to be 2.
First, we attend to Stephen Elias. He'll be issued off by the trainer. And then we're going to make the substitution now.
Substitution by Flower
So it looks like John Requejo is coming on for Josue Cartagena.
Extra match number 4.
And Logan Lee is coming off, and he's replaced by Oscar Sanchez.
Cartagena right now with the game-winning goal.
John Anthony Recruit.
And how he would love to have that stat on his football CV.
Also entering the match, number 11, Oscar Sanchez.
So ball's back into play. Salguero taking the free kick. He's got Veda Manicam. The cross. The header from Echevarria.
Off the post.
Off the post. No, will not be a corner kick. So close.
Chances are still coming, though, for LA Force. Great ball in from Veda Manicam. Echevarria's there. That's unlucky.
Hitting the outside of the post. We've now entered the final 10 minutes of the match. Of course, there should be about 3 or 4 minutes of stoppage time. Some really crucial minutes coming up. The LA Force know they need to do something. They've got to take chances. They got to throw players forward. Echevarria with a good ball to Quintanilla. Now Leopoldo Plasencia Hernandez to Echevarria. Did not really have the space to take the shot. Now to the outside to Veda Manicam with the cross. Headed away by Elias. Now Salguero wanting to take a shot. Now here comes one from Juarez. That one going over the bar.
We're going to see a card, I think, for a Flower City player.
Now things starting to get a little chippy. Yeah, someone's definitely going into the book.
Referee allowed advantage to play on after the foul on Echevarria. I think that's what the initial card is for. But we might see some extras here.
And Dex Kynan, the captain, just instructing all of his players to just get away from this situation. It looks like that time it's Luke Ferreira getting himself into the book.
Yeah, coming in.
And I think
Not sure that was Ferreira there on the foul, but
I think it was to Ferreira for perhaps for having some words, some extra words afterward. Either way, that will add some more stoppage time. The header from Echevarria to Avose will be a free kick for the LA Force.
Referee issued a yellow card. Number 10 of Flower City Union. Luke Ferreira.
Not playing this one into the penalty area. Plays it back now to Leopoldo Plasencia Hernandez to Clayton Tor. Now Dekel Kynan. A little bit of a mix-up there involving Gonzalo Salguero. And it's these kinds of situations, those kinds of balls you just cannot be having at these moments. Like I said earlier, LA Force able to find that second goal early in the second half, but that's it so far. They need another goal, otherwise their season will be over.
Flower City's been lucky not to give it up. It's not that they've been playing brilliant defensively here in the second half, really.
A long ball from Salguero. It was a clearance, but you know he was trying to find Avose. And a nice move from Leopoldo Plasencia Hernandez, also having his shirt pulled at the same time by Steven Elias, and yet it's Elias who's picked up an injury. Very interesting sequence of events.
How Steven Elias can complain. He tripped over himself and wants to blame somebody else. That's ridiculous. The turf monster got him.
Like I said, an interesting sequence of events. I'll just leave it at that. But either way, this will add some more stoppage time. So if you're a member of Flower City Union, you're going to want to avoid these kinds of situations.
We've seen in this league stoppage time can equal death. It happened just a few weeks ago for this very LA Force team out in Michigan.
I guess when looking back at that, it's pretty much a result that cost them a bye week in the playoffs. And the fans not very thrilled with Steven Elias, but here comes a free kick for the LA Force. Will be taken by Gonzalo Salguero. Can he put this one into the right place? And that definitely is not what happened. Leopoldo Plasencia Hernandez plays it back to Brandon Gomez as Flower City Union clear their lines. Salguero playing it deep towards Moja Hale. There was contact in the penalty area. Referee says play on.
Of all the things the referee has called and non-called, it's been very inconsistent this evening.
And now Moja Hale has just got himself in the book.
And that's a second yellow.
And now LA Force reduced to 10 men. He got his first yellow card in the 57th minute. Now this one coming now in the 85th minute. And this is exactly what LA Force did not need. Now they got to play one man down. They got to play with 10 men the rest of the match, and they also have to throw players forward.
Which is right into the hand of Flower City Union right now. And LA Force has done it to themselves. They've let the referee make the decisions.
Now Jacate trying to win that battle with Gonzalo Salguero. Juarez playing it back to Brandon Gomez. Quintanilla trying to get his head on the ball. Elias hobbling a little still. And that time it's Veda Manicam pushing up, trying to intercept that pass. Now it's Malik Stewart. Has not had very many touches since he's come on. Now playing it back.
Turf Monster is out tonight. We might see a yellow card for the Turf.
But this is just a very, very frustrating situation for the LA Force. Like I said earlier, you wanted that goal early in the second half to just give yourself the opportunity, but now you're playing with 10 men, and you still got to throw players forward. There's no other choice.
He's just laying on the ground, no trainer talking to him, nobody looking. There we go. Again, every opportunity to milk this clock for Flower City.
But now with these injuries and these stoppages, you just got to assume that there will be at least 5 or 6 minutes of stoppage time. There's just got to be.
I think that's pretty conservative, and now we're going to see like a water break.
I don't think this is a cooling break. If anything, I should have brought some warmer clothes.
Temperature has dipped a little bit this evening. But all in all, lovely evening, full moon out. Yeah, we're going to see 7, 8 minutes of stoppage, I think.
And another thing, too, when looking at the players you have available on your bench, And, you know, dare I say it now? I know, yes, this is one of those Captain Hindsight moments. But Moja Hale was playing with a yellow card. You know, you're thinking, you got to say to yourself also, look at your bench. Who do you have that could provide a spark? Because now you're playing with 10 men. And this is something LA Force did not need at all whatsoever. Gonzalo Salguero playing a long ball towards Veda Manicam. Can he bring it down? He does! The shots! What a save made by Michael Mejia.
Coming up big right now.
Veda Manicam thought he'd scored the equalizer. The throw-in taken. It's Juarez. Knocked out of bounds by John Requejo. Another throw-in for the LA Force. And what a ball that was from Salguero to find Veda Manicam. And obviously was practiced in their training sessions. But a clutch save. It's saves like those that'll get you into the next round of the playoffs.
LA Force cannot say that the opportunities have not been there tonight.
And Avose signaling to the referee to tell Mejia to, get on with it, pick up the pace and get the ball back into play. Now it's Veda Manicam. Felt he was brought down, no whistle. Now these LA Force players, they don't care if they're playing with 10 men, but now Leopoldo Plasencia Hernandez whistle for the foul. We are now in the 90th minute. Flower City Union appear ready to make another change. Won't be coming now. Angelo Calfo. LA Force is trying to do what they can to take possession back. And they do win a throw-in. Clayton Tor will be taking it. At this point, we're not interested in what the substitution will be. We're all interested in how much stoppage time there will be.
Sub will come first, though.
So first, Matt, I want to say at first it should be. So Stephen Elias should be coming off.
Substitution. The 90th minute. Exiting the match, number 23, Stephen Elias.
It looks like he'll be replaced by Malik Shahid.
Entering the match, number 20, Malik.
And it appears there will be 5 minutes of stoppage time.
That's it?
And that seems to be too little. I mean, there was a lot of stoppages, and I think that's all you got from that was 5 minutes. And Veda Manicam to Avose. That's a good ball to Echevarria. Plays it to the outside to Aldo Quintanilla. Trying to get it back to Echevarria. Now Salguero to Veda Manicam. Can Avose bring it down? Cleared away by Kavanaugh. Dekel Kainen to Clayton Tor. Clayton Tor looking for Quintanilla. Went off the head of Nelson. Now it's Salguero to Echevarria. Not sure where that pass was going. Looks like he was looking for Veda Manicam. Kainen heading it back to Brandon Gomez. Now to Clayton Tor.
The official has indicated that a minimum 5 minutes of extra stoppage time will be added at the end of the second half. Thank you.
So about 3 minutes or so. 3 minutes give or take remaining in LA Force's season. It's Aldo Quintanilla looking for Avose. He is able to head it down, but going straight to Mumbi Kwesele. Now off the head of Requejo. Then off the head of Juarez. Looking for Malik Stewart. Clayton Tor having to step up. Requejo to Giacate. Playing it deep towards Malik Stewart. Still Stewart. He takes a shot. Brandon Gomez got a touch, but it goes into the back of the net. Flower City Union will win 4-2. And the fans who made the trip all the way from Rochester, New York, delighted with what they have just seen.
Force decimated down to 10 men, opening up spaces in the back with some long ball play from Flower City and Connect. Put a finishing touch on this one.
So that goal scored by Malik Stewart deep in about the fourth minute of stoppage time, and that'll be all she wrote. A very disappointing end to the 2023 NISA season for the Los Angeles Force. Ball is back into play.
Flower City Union goal. Scored in the 90th minute of play. Number 14.
Brandon Gomez
Can't be overlooked at the 2 goals in the first 6 minutes. I mean, that changes everything. You're digging yourself out of a hole at that point. No matter how hard you dig, right? They keep adding in, throwing dirt on, and it's just an impossible task that you created yourself.
And like you said, you have no choice but to talk about that bad start. You know, we didn't want to keep talking about it, you know, right after it happened. You didn't want to keep talking about it at the end of the first half or at the start of the second half. But that is what has cost the LA Force. That bad start has come back to bite them in the behind, that's for sure.
Started this game sleepwalking. And at the end, it was Flower City who put Force to sleep.
As of right now, that should have been 5 full minutes of stoppage time played. Perhaps the official realizes that there should have been much more time. There have been plenty of stoppages.
A very scattershot game tonight. A lot of stop starts, a lot of cards, a lot of fouls. No physical play allowed. The referee not having it from any player tonight in terms of any kind of vocal dissent. He's plenty happy to have these players spend the time listening to him.
And the free kick is taken. Header from Clayton Torr. Unable to get that one on frame.
Final seconds here from Rio Hondo College on the LA Force season.
We apologize for some technical difficulties, but Malik Stewart did score the 4th goal for Flower City Union deep into stoppage time. And that is how Flower City Union has a 4-2 lead.
LA Force have not lost a game at home all season. It looks like it's going to end here tonight.
And they picked the worst game for this loss to happen.
They've allowed 3 goals 3 times this season. All 3 are losses.
And Brandon Gomez will just have to launch this one into the penalty area. Kyle Nelson gets his head on it. And there is the final whistle. Flower City Union will move on to the semifinals. Los Angeles Force, their season comes to a disappointing end. At home here at Rio Hondo College in Whittier, California.
Flower City moves on to play Chattanooga. Doesn't get any easier. But for LA Force, not having a goal from Aldo Quintanilla in 2 opportunities that were basically point blank for him. He's going to look back on this match as a missed opportunity for him and the club, and we're seeing some extracurriculars still.
Yeah, this is definitely what's not needed. The game's over. Flower City Union came here determined to win. They got off to a good start. And they took care of business. That's all that needs to be said. So Flower City Union with a 4-2 victory over the Los Angeles Force. We look back at the goals. It was the bad start that set the tone.
Just ball watching on these crosses and allowing Noah to just dribble into the box. The craziest thing of the night. Vose, he gets one. Finds a way to get another. But this one was the game winner from Cartagena late in the first half.
When Vose cut it to 3-2, we thought maybe this would be one of those amazing finishes, but no. Malik Stewart putting on the finishing touches. And that's where we stand. The final score, Los Angeles Force 2, Flower City Union 4. Just want to thank the TV Max team for all their hard work throughout this season during the 2023 National Independent Soccer Association season. A great team put together by Lionel and Jose Lopez. Special thank you to everyone for all your hard work. Once again, the final score, Flowery City Union 4, Los Angeles Force 2. For Dennis Pope, I'm Ardith Takari.
Good night, everybody. See you next season.